people that come in from other clubs. But like I said, a lot of people that come in that have a list of clubs they were in, it's already a red flag. Like, what are you doing, buddy? You know? And usually it's just like, all right, come in the party, come kick it. So maybe prove me wrong, you know? But usually those people, they just don't last, or usually they'll just see themselves out, you know? Yeah, so, I mean, that's pretty much it on that.
Cosmo?
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so, it might be a little bit of an obscure sort of question. If any, what kind of, like, aspects of, like, real-life clubs or anything like that, that may be, like, specific or obscure, do y'all sort of incorporate into your club?
Politics. This is Teddy speaking, and that's just politics that we just try to keep from the real-life clubs into this game. That's one of the main things we try to incorporate. I wouldn't say that that's obscure, but that is something that we try to do focus on. If it's a matter of, like, now that we have 2 charters, especially if it's a matter of handling some sort of business, I try to put us in the position of, like, hey, obviously, like, we got to think about it as something isn't from the movie perspective and from the real life perspective. If this was in the real life perspective, this conversation would go a different way. So let's think about that, and let's put that into an agreement that we could come to. You know what I mean? So that's something that I would like that we try to bring into as well. And when it comes into like teaching people how to show something, we don't haze. You know, I'm not here to make you a little fucking fool. I'm not here to make you look hella stupid in front of everybody. You know, all of us share laps together. All of us will make fun of each other. Fuck, I make fun of myself sometimes. You know what I mean? Yeah. So we're just here for a good time. You know, and that's something that we gotta like really find a fluctuation of a middle ground. I know all of us come on here to de-stress. You know, nobody wants to hop on. You get more stress out at the end of the day. People have things they go through with in real life. So let's not really add on too much more of that stress. But B, I also want to keep this club structured, and this is how we're keeping it structured, is by following these politics and this discipline from what an actual club would be doing it. And we actually had some help because we had an ex-member in here who was a part of a club, and he kind of like helped us do that, you know, helped us kind of reset our bylaws and reset the stuff to kind of match that.
Yeah.
Right, definitely. Yeah, that's what's up. So, what are y'all's thoughts on more, I guess, the structure or, like, base idea of a club? Like, what are y'all's ideas on, outside groups that aren't MCs, you know, like, street gangs, military groups, paramilitary mafia, things like that are not motorcycle clubs? Like, how do y'all feel about the sort of structure and or orientation of those kinds of groups?
I'm gonna just speak lightly on this and pass the mic. This is Teddy again. I don't feel any issues about that. I feel like, you know, more of that would be kind of cool to see. I don't feel like it should always be MC. You know, I would like to see some drug pushers. I would like to see some street gangs that we can kind of interact with, who kind of like respect those roles and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So long as they keep it like respectful and stuff like that, I feel like it should be cool.
Can I speak on this? Because I was in a crime family before this.
Yeah, sure.
So pretty much with the whole crime family, like I have no bad blood against them besides one. Not gonna say their name because it's their dead club or dead family, I guess you could say. Fucking terrible. What I had in there was a lot of people who would just fight each other, and then that was the main orientation with crime families from when I was in it. So it was like a bad rep for me, so I didn't really like them. But I have met crime families that are just chill as fuck and just want to hang out. I can definitely say there's a lot of people that like to DDoS. So the only one I gotta say is, like, you know, be careful around them, but they're cool, they're cool.
I'm back, sorry. My son was choking. Dad mode went into play.
Okay, dog. What about that? The question was, what's something... Oh, fuck. I'm fucking my ass. Yeah, do you mind re-asking us the question again, brother?
He was just saying,
Yeah.
like, what was, like, what's your guys' idea on, like, groups outside of the MC community, like street gangs or mafias? Like,
There
how
we go.
would you feel about them? Or, like, their structure, you know?
Oh, I'll jump in. Street gangs, I've met a lot of people in street gangs, and usually it's just kind of people that don't have lives, that want to live their troubled lives. I'm like, dude, you're already in the gang outside of the gang. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be a gang in. You know what I'm saying? I was like, you know. And a lot of the time, it's a lot of posers, a lot of people who kind of like to, oh yeah, I'm from so-and-so set. Okay, cool. Like, what do you want me to do, bro? But, I mean, it is cool in a sense of RP. I'm totally with it, and it's dope. You know what I'm saying? It gives its own history to that as well. You know, it's respect. You know, good or bad, whatever. It's just, it's there, bro. It's like, people are open to it. You know what I'm saying? That's all they know. It's, you know, if it's good or bad, you just still gotta give it respect, you know? A lot of those people I have met, which are pretty cool, that RP it out, they're doing good, they'll also be on 5M a lot, you know? That's where I run into a lot of them. As far as the structure, I know crime families are pretty cool in a sense of, I mean, the people are weird, Vito. So the people, the people are weird, but the structure is dope. It's like the underpatch or whatever the hell, the one with the biggest nose leads the pack. Like, you know what I'm saying? So there's a hierarchy to it. It's dope as far as crime families. Street gangs, it's, hey man, you want to join? Fuck it, they let you join. That's what I've seen. And as far as that, I can only think of street gangs and crime families as far as seeing the structure. But street gangs not so good, crime families good. In short answer, I guess.
Yeah, I could definitely appreciate military groups as well. It seems like, I mean, not all the time, but some of them, you know, they kind of genuinely have like a real sort of structure where you have like privates, and then you got like specialists and sergeants and shit like that. I think it's just kind of cool, you know what I mean? It doesn't always have to be a motorcycle club all the time if you're going to start a group on GTA, you know what I mean? Like, we just kind of fell into motorcycle clubs because, you know, that's what we were attracted to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
we're all still here, so, you know, we enjoy it, you know what I mean? That's just our clique, sort of. But yeah, with that said, thank you all very much for answering my questions. I'm going to pass the mic on back to Crazyboy.
Yeah, well, I don't have any more questions, so before we end it, is there anything that, like, my boy Berserk would like to say, if you're still there on mic? If not, is there anything that 12MC would like to, you know, ask us, or, you know, tell the people out there watching that's, you know, interested in you guys?
One thing I'll say about, you know, people interested in not just us, but just in general with the community, you know, just find a place you could call your home. You know, that's something that I've told these guys, even the guys who don't work out at the end of it. I tell them that too. You know, find a place you can call your home. You know, because at the end of the day, that's what matters. You know, that's what matters to you. That's what matters to everybody around you. That's what makes you feel most comfortable. Because that's where you're gonna have the most fun at. You know, if you're serious about doing what you want to do, you know, find yourself a group of guys who you know are serious about doing that, because if you find yourself a group of guys who are not serious about doing that, then you're going to go in there with a whole different opinion, you know what I mean? So, just know what you want going into the community, not just this community, you know, have it be, like these guys said, the crime family, mafia family, military, paramilitary, any kind of group, car group, you know, just know what you guys get yourself into, you know what I mean? That's all I got to say.
Thank you, Tedders. So, I mean, you know, I appreciate the spotlight, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely something pretty dope. I actually talked to a couple of the members, and I was like, they were like, you're kind of excited for this. I'm like, hell yeah, dude, this is dope. Like, these guys are actually pretty dope. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we had a very in-depth conversation prior to this, you know? It was very dope. I was like, all right, cool, fuck it, yeah, let's chat gas, baby. You know what I'm saying? So, so yeah, dude, I like, you know, fuck, whatever. But, As far as that, bro, I mean, it's appreciate the highlight. You know what I'm saying? The spotlight, I would say, actually. I actually do have a question for you guys. In my perspective, you guys have only been up for a year, but it takes a feat. You're still up, Fuck yeah. So, as far as like this, there's where we're at. I mean, I'm not trying to put us on a pedestal or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just respects for what I've seen and the work, blood, sweat, and tears type of shit for getting to where we're at, and fuck this lady on the NPC just said, "You good?" in my ear, and it fucking creeped me out. This we didn't, bro. Fuck. But
too, homie. Fuck.
Yeah, I'm like, oh shit, those are good ass headphones. But anyways, nah, dude. So like, as far as like with us, we do get pointed out a lot. You know what I'm saying? We're shoot second. You know what I'm saying? Brotherhood Focus Club. That's the pitch I always give to new people. Let me actually give it to you guys. What's up? We're Los Otomies, 12MC. We're a Brotherhood Focus Club. We're shoot second, until it comes to territory. We take up Toledo Bay, which is also Bay Area. The valley consists of, Grapeseed and Sandy Shores, but that's pretty much it. That's kind of the pitch I give to people when they come in, as far as like, if this is what we're about, Mo. Like Brotherhood Focus Club, we really are about that, But we're a shoot second, considered a content club, I would say. But we do see our fair share of people who want the smoke. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, I'm actually getting spammed invites to go and join a TDM lobby. This is why I hide offline. It's hella annoying. But there's a lot of clubs that I would say fuck around and find out. You know what I'm saying? What do you guys feel as far as when push comes to shove? Do you feel like it's necessary to where with us when we first started? Runs with I don't even want to say it, but there's a certain club that we were nationed with. That's actually something else we could talk about as well. That's pretty dope. That we one of our early days we were nationed with 2 big ass clubs, which is pretty dope as well. But do you guys feel like at some point push comes to shove with certain clubs where you got to show yourself like, nah, like you want to keep pushing this around, we're going to show you who Big Dick is, you know what I'm saying? Like, what we're really about. Do you guys feel that sometimes, in a sense, that's really necessary to to prove your name in this community?
So, honestly, I agree with that. It's just for how long, though? You stabbed them, they done stabbed you. You shot them, they done shot you. You jumped them, they done jumped you. Alright, well, what have y'all really accomplished, though? Maybe y'all done got over, what I'm saying? Maybe y'all done proved yourself that you're not backing down, But I think there should be a limit on it, If anything, we should, like, come up with some type of guidelines or some type of, like, deathmatch league. I'm pretty sure they'd had it back in the day to where, like, y'all could run kind of like an NBA finals, best out of 7, and then call it quits, they done beat you, there's nothing else to prove, I definitely, feel like you shouldn't get pushed around, definitely defend your name, defend your honor, especially with like the type of background your guys is, patch in the, the name holds, but, I think there should be a limit on it, because at the end of the day, there's nothing really getting accomplished, we're just, adding to why our community is going to shit, the 1% community, not just the MC community, but the 1%,
Yeah, no doubt. That's actually a very good insight on it. We to our roots. End of the day, it is that. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. It's just we're gonna be us. That's that. You know what I'm saying? Keep bugging us. But there's a lot of pushing and around and shoving and we end up to that point where it's like a best out of 3 type of deal. And I feel like we prove a point when some people runs with schmalakas. They're a TDM club, all due respect, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're just a TDM club. It's cool and all.
Yeah.
But you came at us when actually know us, how we are, how we do, and you try to like try to poke the bear when you don't really know it's a fucking bear. You think it's a rock or something, you know?
Yeah.
And you fuck around and find out. You know what I'm saying? There's shit like that where I feel like sometimes that is necessary, like to really prove your name. A lot of clubs don't call us out mainly because we're cool with a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not hard to talk to. Teddy isn't hard to talk to. Everybody who really does know us knows we're all hella dope ass people. You know what I'm saying? You know, so that's how, you know, we make connections in ourselves. You know, but I mean, at least in my opinion, I feel like we do sometimes. That is kind of necessary at times to really prove a point. You know, if it really seems to be fit. But yeah, that's as much as I can say on that. But I do have one more question. But if you guys have anything to add to that.
No, I don't have anything else to add, but I mean, I have some, you know, thank yous to add at the very end. That's all I'm going to say just to RFFR once we're done. So, ask your question, Myth. Go ahead.
All right, cool. One of the things in this community as well is a big. Obviously, when I first started in the community, it was like patch ripping, and it's like pretty cool. There was this old club, Pistoleros. Shout out to them, you know, working old club. And when I was sergeant, I actually, or was it when I was VP, Teddy? When I stabbed the VP, and it was like a hierarchy type thing. It only mattered when you got a hierarchy.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. When I first started, that's what the community was at, and it was like, oh shit, it really did mean something. Nowadays, like, they ray gun you and they fucking animate you and you end up on IG. It's a free shout out in my opinion, but you ain't getting my patch. You know, not a lot of people that can get it. But anyways,
there was a point where like if you was in a leader role, you got patch ripped. Like if you didn't get it back, you actually got demoted. You know.
Oh, dude.
But now it's
yeah.
washed up. You rip somebody and they don't even, you know, get their patch took or anything. You know, this whole shit.
Yeah, definitely. There's times where some prospects on some knucklehead shit, bro. We're you know, discipline in here, and it's like, put your ego aside. We're here to break you down sometimes and build you back up, so you understand what the hell what we mean. You know, we really do sometimes. You know, most of the time we take this shit serious. You know what I'm saying? Aside from the little chip, you know, whatever side things we do, but if let's just say me and Teddy are chilling, and I go, hey, there's someone coming up, they're on KOS, pay attention, and then they come and stab me. Bro, you know what I'm saying? That's when I think, you know, hey, you're running laps, let's run the map, we're with you or whatever, and tell you, hey, what do you think you did wrong? You know what I'm saying? There's shit like that where pride, you know, comes into play, with as far as our old roots, I guess. That hasn't happened, but there's situations where it's very close to happening, and then it just, you know, that's where I guess our old roots, where we kind of built people up to kind of like respect that role in the club as well, you know. But moreover, so something else is gravings. I know that's a big part in the community that either is respected and isn't respected. Personally, you know, I think it's a legit one. Is in a sense, you get another member for another club to basically give up their colors, you know what I'm saying? Like something they'd worked hard to get, you know, something to prove, like, you know, I guess it's kind of petty, but they basically come to you and be like, yo, you know, you are the dominant club, here you go. I mean, that's just my perspective on it. I haven't asked this really to a lot of people, but now that we have the stage here, I'd like to ask that to you guys. What do you guys think about that? On that, as far as a legit graving, instead of like, oh, I joined tags. No, it's like you got an actual member, like a sergeant or something, and then come to you and be like, yo, you know, grave my patch. You know, you guys are the dominant club. You know, what do you guys think about that?
So I can elaborate on that a little bit, because actually before me and the other, there's only two original founders here, me and my boy Broski, before we created Hell Riders, you know. I was 99, you know. I didn't know anything about the MC community. I stumbled across it. I didn't know anything about 1%, you know, and then I slowly figured it out. But I definitely know my fair share of graving and like the patch ripping. So when I used to get into it, you know, like I'd have my fair shares of graving the club, like you were saying. But then actually, when you grave them, they'll actually really like disband. Like they'll kick all the members and delete the club and start a new one up. So you were really like earning something. Like, yeah, we was at war with these, suckers. We done engraved they patch, they done shut it down. Now they got a new club, So like, that's when it was fun. But then when it start getting out of hand is when you engrave somebody and then they won't shut down their club, or you'll patch rip them and they don't demote their members. When there was a meaning behind it, yeah, that's fun because like you actually earned it. Like you go on Rockstar and look up the club's name and you can't find it because they done deleted it. Like that's dope. Like you done actually force this club to shut down. But once people stop honoring it, that's kind of when it that shit just went to shit. I definitely, all my engravings was legit. We like Hell Riders, we really don't get into all that, but like we only had one major rivalry, and that was Marauders MC. There's like about 4 different branches of them, but the ones we was at war with, I will say, they're not storming around no more. So there's only one patch riding around from that war. But anyway,
Yeah, I know him.
yeah. But anyways, we got a legit graving on them. I have the video on YouTube. I supply all the legit legit evidence of the
receipts.
Yeah, receipts, actual member in the patch, and the kill feed of the member getting killed in the grave. Like I definitely know my history on that, and even though we don't get into that as much or at all for real, but yeah, I wouldn't really like shun anybody or hate them or disrespect them if they got a legit one, because at least it's legit. But I think it's just silly for real in 2023 because people don't honor what I came into. I don't know if that's the same experience y'all had. Y'all graved somebody and they'll shut down, but like I done did that to about 4 clubs, like back in my 99er days. So that was my experience on that.
Oh, for sure, hell yeah. I've always been intrigued as far as that. At least for us, I believe SKA, it's a couple clubs that did shut down actually. So yeah, haha, that's actually a very funny story. They moved into our turf and we were like, yo, we were cool, and they're like, no, we're just gonna move in. Nah, all right, we'll leave you. Every dog has his day. Let you be. Next thing you know, I got one of their members. Hey man, can I join? I'm like, well, what do you got to offer, bro? Like, you're in this club, you guys are heavy repping Polito Bay. He's like, oh, well, I'm dominant club, I want to join. Cool. And then he shut down. You know what I'm saying? So that's like, that's cool. But if it's like, oh, I got an invite, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can go fuck yourself. You go whistle down a hill, you know what I'm saying? Like,
like create a patch and gravy.
Yeah, it's just lame, but yeah, the respect thing is actually pretty dope. I mean, as far as us, we know the quality of the type of people. A lot of the people like to go, hey man, can I get the grave? Like, go fuck yourself. And go look at a wall. You know what I'm saying? Shit. As far as like the respect thing, old ways, I'm gonna just end it at that, so I don't keep rambling on. But yeah, that's pretty dope, bro. Anyone else have any insight on that?
Yeah, like I said, just for the record, man, that was like way before Hell Riders history. We don't get into that. We're more like about bringing the community together. Like I said earlier in the episode, like we don't even get you don't get cookies for patch rips here. Like any other club, you do y'all thing, but like this is what we believe in. And that's that. Other than that, what was you about to ask?
No, that's pretty much it, bro. Let's just wrap it up. I mean, obviously we're talking past tense. You know what I'm saying? Of course.
Yeah,
nowadays it's we have a big hybrid as far as we stick to our roots, but there's always that sprinkle of someone wanted to fuck with us, so we gotta hey, remember who the fuck 12 is. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it got to, bro. You know what I'm saying? It shows also these guys like don't be bitch made, bro. Like we're 12. You know what I'm saying? We're Los Otomies. Ain't no one gonna fuck us up. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not gonna sit down and take it in a sense. We're fucking. We can lose a battle. We have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But keep your head high. Let's keep it going. You feel me? But yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. But
Alright, well,
ending notes. Go for it.
Yeah, well, really appreciate y'all, man. We really dive deep. This is probably actually the longest episode of Chatting and Gassing, so hell yeah.
I think it is.
Fuck yeah, baby. Shit.
Well, that's gonna end it for the 3rd episode of Chatting and Gassing. Really appreciate everybody from 12 MC who came out and represented it. Much love to all the supporters out there. Showing love to the talk show. Until next time, everybody.